Hey, I'm Adam Jusko from ProudMoney.com, and in this video we are going to review the Fingerhut credit card and the Fingerhut retailer in general, I guess. A card that offers easy approval for people that have had past credit problems. But before we talk about that, I'm going to ask you to please subscribe to this YouTube channel if you have not already. And if you have already, I thank you for doing so. So it has been a couple years since we talked about Fingerhut. Not a ton has changed really in those couple years, but we're going to do a little bit more of a thorough look at exactly who Fingerhut is and what they are offering and who might be interested in what they are offering. So Fingerhut is sort of a dual threat in the retail credit card game. They are not a credit card per se, but in reality, no one's really going to shop with Fingerhut unless they are going to use the financing that Fingerhut provides to most of their customers. In addition, you may use Fingerhut as a way to help improve your credit score if you're someone that has a bad credit history and you are trying to rebuild things. So Fingerhut kind of can help you get something that maybe you couldn't afford to buy right now, but on the other hand, they can also, or on the other end, they can also sort of help you improve your credit score. So hopefully you'll get to a place where you can get credit from other places as well. There's really no need to use Fingerhut unless you have bad credit or unless you need credit and can't get it elsewhere, and we'll talk about why that is in a minute. But in terms of who Fingerhut is, they actually started a long time ago as a catalog company. Send you the catalogs in the mail. You can still get the catalogs sent to you in the mail, and instead of being on the internet, you would just buy from the catalog and then you would get the stuff sent to you. It's essentially like department store kind of things: clothing, jewelry, electronics, home appliances, all that kind of stuff. Now, once the internet came along, Fingerhut simply moved to the internet. But like I said, Fingerhut is actually playing on sort of a different playing field than the other department stores and retailers out there, because they are targeting a bad credit customer or someone that can't afford to buy what they are selling today and really wants to get credit in order to do it. So financing is the engine that drives Fingerhut, and all over their site you will see that this is true. On the top of their homepage, you'll see a message that says apply today, buy today, and there are many other messages like that within the site. Now, Fingerhut being very generous with their credit and very generous with their financing, there are actually two programs that Fingerhut offers. First is the Fingerhut Advantage credit card, a credit card issued in partnership with WebBank that works just like any other revolving credit card. You make your purchases from Fingerhut, you pay them off either all at once or over time. It has a very high 29.99% interest rate. Now, if your credit isn't good enough to get the standard Fingerhut Advantage credit card, you will probably be offered the Fingerhut Fresh Start program. And the way that works is that is an installment loan that basically you use to prove to Fingerhut that you are sort of ready to move up to the Fingerhut Advantage credit card. So the Fresh Start program, you make a purchase of at least $50. You have to put down a $30 down payment at a minimum, and then you pay off the rest of that purchase over time in monthly installments, usually 6 to 8 installments, until you have paid it off. Once you have successfully paid off that Fresh Start purchase that you made of over $50, well, then in most cases you probably are going to be moved up to the standard Fingerhut Advantage credit card. So that's kind of the short story with Fingerhut. Like I said, all over the website you are going to see messages that encourage you to apply and tell you that you very well could be approved for credit with them, even if you have had credit problems elsewhere. So you are going to see messages like, "We are here to give you credit to help you buy what you need. And when you use your Fingerhut Advantage card and you make your payments on time, you build your buying power with us, and we report your payment history to the credit bureaus. And even if you have had credit challenges in the past, Give us a try. So pretty encouraging, right? They're telling you that there's a good chance that they will be able to give you financing, and while this card does have a 29.99% interest rate, which is pretty terrible, it doesn't have an annual fee, and if you compare it to some other retail store credit cards out there, you might say, well, it's not a whole lot worse than those, and they're being very encouraging to me even with my poor credit, so what's the catch? Well, there is sort of a catch. Well, it's sort of a two-pronged catch, and number one is the fact that you can only use the Fingerhut Advantage card for Fingerhut products, which is not, anything that is so far out of the norm. There are plenty of other retail cards that you can only use for that particular retailer. So you've probably seen that before. Number two, however, is the part where things get a little more dicey. Now, I haven't done a systematic review of all the products that Fingerhut has on their website or in their catalogs, but it doesn't take long if you decide to compare the prices of the items on the Fingerhut website to other retail websites out there. You will find that Fingerhut's prices generally are going to be about 20% higher than the other websites. Like I said, can't say that that is true across the board, but it doesn't take long to see that their prices are going to be higher on just about every item. So if you get the Fingerhut credit card and you use Fingerhut's financing in order to buy something today and or build your credit, you are going to be paying more for that item in almost every case than you would be if you did a little shopping around and made that purchase somewhere else. Plus, Fingerhut merchandises the things on their website in a way to tell you what the monthly cost would be if you finance the item. Now, they do tell you what the regular retail price is for Fingerhut, but they merchandise it on that sort of monthly basis because they want you to think about what you're paying per month. They don't really want you to look at that bigger price, which is going to be higher than if you went and made the purchase of that same item at many other places. So that is sort of thing. You are paying more on the front end for the cost of the item, and if you finance it at 29.99% interest, instead of paying it off right off the bat, you finance it over time, you are going to be paying even more interest. So you're going to end up paying significantly more for the same items when you buy them through Fingerhut. Now, here's the thing with Fingerhut. There's nothing really shady going on here. They are fairly above board in terms of what they are doing. They're showing you their retail price. Yes, they're showing you that monthly price, but they're also showing you the regular retail price, and it's not very difficult to go to another website and see how their prices compare to others. So basically what they're doing is they're saying, hey, if you want to buy something and get it today or very soon, and or you want to build your credit, we can help you, but you are also going to help us by paying more for those same items. So we're going to make our money and you're going to get what you want as well. So that's kind of how a lot of financing works. If you're someone that has bad credit, you're not getting something for nothing, and you're not getting something for nothing with Fingerhut either. So if you go in knowing what the situation is, well, then it's not a bad deal necessarily. Yes, you're paying more for the items that you could somewhere else, but if you're trying to build your credit, they're telling you they're going to report your payments to the major credit reporting bureau, so that could raise your credit score if you do everything right. And if you're having trouble getting credit elsewhere, this could help you. Again, you have to make that judgment. Is it worth it for me to pay more in order to build my credit, or would I rather just save up for the items and buy them somewhere else? So that's how Fingerhut works. Easy credit, easy approval, but you're going to pay more in order to get the items that you purchase from Fingerhut, and you have to decide whether that is a trade-off that you can live with or a trade-off that may even be attractive to you, depending on what your financial situation is, depending on what your credit history situation is. That's it for this video. Thank you for watching, and as always, please go to proudmoney.com, where we do credit card reviews, we talk personal finance, we talk deals, and all sorts of other fun stuff too. Thanks for watching. Bye.